All right, welcome back, everybody. We're doing more social networking during this day with this group than you could possibly imagine. And when we're done tonight, we're all going to Topgolf. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Facebook Lives happening there, showing off our incredibly terrible golf swings. But it's going to be a good time, right? So what you're experiencing now, this event that we're doing today, the Social Media Summit, is actually part of what I do inside something called GoPro Academy. Many of you that are watching are part of GoPro Academy already. You get this as part of that whole process. Every month, I do coaching on different topics, 3 hours of live coaching. This happened to be 8 hours of live coaching, and people inside of GoPro Academy get it as part of their membership. Next month, June 2nd, I believe, yes? June 2nd is going to be the next 3-hour coaching event that I do, and that is going to be on how to promote events, how to get more people to attend events, whether it's online event, company convention, local trainings, local recruiting events, regional events, you name it. How to get people to attend parties, how to get people to attend breakfast or lunches, anything. I'm very, very good at this topic. I'm going to spend 3 hours training you the best that I know on how to promote events June 2nd. So you could either register for that as a standalone 3-hour training, or you could become part of GoPro Academy and you can get it for free as part of that GoPro Academy. I'm sure somewhere on the page you can click on the link and check that out. I hope that you do. If you got value today, that's what we do every month. And also those people who are involved in GoPro Academy can take a look at the last 90 days worth of courses, monthly coaching sessions that we've done, and you can access those and check those out. Like I say, those have a 90-day shelf life, and then they disappear. So you can go and take a look at that, okay? Hope you decide to do it. I think it'd be a good choice for you. And we've made it super, super easy for people who've already registered for this today. Super easy for you to just click a button and become part of GoPro Academy. Now, we've got this great group that are going to be sharing their do's and don'ts for social media and network marketing. We're going to start it off. They're going to hand the mic as we go. We're going to start from the back, right? No. She wants to go first. Whitney Husband, she's coming up first. Come on.
I ran for this spot. So a couple things. Just so important that when you're presenting yourself online, that you are being genuine, you are being authentic, you are giving solutions to help and solve other people's problems. Something that I have come across far too often and is a huge don't is to don't try and copy others. Don't compare yourself to other people. Just go out there and be yourself. Show your network who you are, and you're going to attract the people that you will want to work with, that are going to bring you lifelong friendships. This business is absolutely incredible. The freedom that it has brought for me, for my family, the friendships that I have gotten from not only from my company, but from the profession as a whole. It's just so amazing, and there is nothing else like it. So go out there, be real, be yourself. Don't be afraid to show who you are, and don't go and try to be fake and try to be somebody else that you are not.
Okay, so my first do would be to have a fantastic follow-up system. Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay, now you can hear me. Okay, so have a fantastic follow-up system. So I'm going to share with you very quickly what I do with my customers. I think customers are your number one prospects, especially in our business. You've got to share value. You've got to build a relationship in order to get them. You've got to invest in them to get them vested in you. So I think that you have to have a follow-up system that you can share with your downline so that's duplicatable. Okay, so here's what I do. So if I sell a product, I immediately follow up with excitement. So someone buys from you, someone buys from a party, someone buys from an in-home party, you meet someone Target parking lot and you sell a product, you want to get into your Facebook Messenger, send them a quick message. Hey girlfriend, I am so excited that you just got this product. product X, whatever it is, you're going to love it because of X, Y, and Z. So that initial excitement, that appreciation is so important. I do that within that day, so immediately. Within 2 days, I send a quick voice message again, and this is kind of my time to shine in the sense that I'm going to share with them how to use the product, maybe some top qualities about the product, and something for them to look for when they receive the product. Then when they've received the product within a week, I like to, on the 7-day mark, I think 7 days is essential and crucial for 2 reasons, because I want to capture happiness or I want to fix a problem. So 7 days, I send a quick voice message. Hey, here's how you use this product, or a quick tip. I'm so excited that you've received it. And it gives them the opportunity, and I leave them with a question to voice me back and share any concern or any happiness. And then I tap into that. So that's when I offer the opportunity, typically is at that 7-day mark. And then I do a 10-day follow-up just to create more relationship. And then I go 1 month, 2 month, and so on. So they always hear from me every single month. Might be a tip, might be a trick, might be a monthly special, might be a new product, but they hear from me every single month. So they learn to almost look forward to the message versus avoid the message, because I've built that quick value early on. So my second thing I want to share would be my don't. Don't go to bed without a purpose for the next day. So I go to bed every single night before I go to bed every single night, I write down a goal for the next day. So it might be, for me now, I have my daily task list, my DMO already planned out, but I always write down something I want to accomplish, a phone call that I want to have, something that will make me feel fulfilled for the day, but also make me wake up with purpose. So don't go to bed without purpose. Thanks, guys.
Love it. Awesome. Okay, so my do is to piggyback a little off of Whitney's, is to be honest and authentic, but also relate that to your messaging. So you're going to go out there after the summit and you're going to have people reaching out to you. You're going to be reaching out to people, right? And you're going to have these conversations, and some of them you may screw up. Some of them you may not have said what you wanted to say. You may have come off more pitchy than you wanted to, or whatever. And instead of this should be a huge relief to a lot of you. Instead of trying to act professional and figure out, what would Jordan say to that, just be honest and say, hey, if they're not responding to you after a few messages or whatever, say, hey, did I do something to offend you? If I did, I apologize. And you'll be amazed at how many people reach back out to you and actually respond, and you get a positive result from just being honest within your messaging and being authentic. So don't try and be someone you're not. Honesty is always the best policy. My don't is, do not come away from this and try to master 2 platforms or 3 platforms or 4 platforms at the same time. Focus on one and you become a master of it. Don't become a jack of all trades. Master one platform. Once you get into that habit muscle and that routine, then move on to the next platform. So those are my do's and don'ts.
Ooh. Ooh. Man, that last one was hot. Woo! Wow. Man, good looking. But, all right, so I'll start with my don't. And so my don't is, don't cheapen the profession. There are a lot of different strategies out there. There's a lot of different things that you can do to attract people to you, to get them in front of your presentation. And I've seen, all of us have seen every possible way to cheapen this profession, and just don't do it. And so you don't need to trick anyone. You don't need to beg, bug, chase. You don't need to hype. You don't need to say it's really easy. You don't have to do anything. Don't cheapen the profession. Be honored that you're in this profession. Be honored that you are taking a stand for you and your family and for what you want to accomplish in your life, and really pay reverence to this profession, because it's amazing. This profession is the lowest risk, lowest overhead way for the average ordinary person to create financial freedom. If you look at the people that go on Shark Tank, they're giving away their, life savings, 50% of the equity of their entire business. They're jumping through all kinds of hoops, whereas all you have to do is point people to a presentation. That's all you got to do. And so don't cheapen it. Just because it's low risk and low overhead, don't treat it that way. So that would be my don't. My do is, do create a vision for who you want to become. And I find that a lot of people, they try to strategize. They try to come up with the daily routine. They try to come up with all the different tactics and strategies and everything, which are great. They're all great. Without a vision, you probably aren't going to make it past the tough days. And so, when people ask us, like how we created success, and, like how'd you guys do this? How'd you guys do that? And I got to tell you, my vision is a ruthless dictator. So it's not an option for me to get up and provide value and do videos. No one has to remind me. I don't have to like, oh, you know what? I better do some work today, because my vision is a ruthless dictator that grabs me by the spine and tells me I have to do the work. And so putting in value, impacting others, solving problems is not an option. You can create the kind of vision, and vision it's a little different than a why. A why is often external and commercially digestible, meaning sometimes you'll talk to someone and they say, I really want to retire my spouse. I really want to help kids around the world. I really want to help single moms. I really want to help whatever. And it's usually external of them and commercially digestible, meaning that when they say it, they get a little bit of a payoff from the people they're saying it to. Well, why is it that I've met so many people with a powerful why that have had the same why for 5 years, 9 years, 10 years, okay? Instead of just having whys, which are powerful and important, have a vision for who you want to become. Who do you want to become? How do you want to be known? How do you want to be seen in the marketplace? How do you become the type of person that can accomplish all those whys? You want to retire your spouse? How do you become the kind of person that can do that? You create a vision, and all of these strategies will make sense. You will run through the obstacles of your days with no problems, with no sweat, and you'll show up the next day fired up to do it. So there you go.
Wow, that was awesome. Everybody's been awesome. So I'm going to start out by asking you a question. You just have a brand new newborn, and you have to take care of it, and you have to love it, and you have to feed it, and you have to nurture it. If you wanted to raise that baby, would you take it to the mall at 3 weeks old and dump it in the center of the mall and walk away? You wouldn't. None of us would. That's what you're doing when you dump people in groups. No matter whether it's customer group, a prospecting group, your team organization, they chose you. They chose you, and you need to respect that, and you need to honor that. That's a blessing. Many of people in our profession are searching for people and want people to choose them every single day, and you've gotten it. Going and dropping them in a group and expecting them to grow and be fed and be nurtured and be loved and grow into and be developed into having success, no matter whether it's a business success or personal success, it's not going to happen. So you wouldn't do that with a newborn. Don't do it with your people. Have respect for them, honor them, consider them to be a blessing, love them. I'll tell you guys, there's a lot of things I won't ever be. I won't ever be the youngest. I won't ever be the person that makes the most. I won't ever be the person that dresses the best or knows the most information. But I'm going to tell you something. What I am the most of it's all about heart. There's nobody that will out-heart me and out-relationship me. So go do that. Go love people. That's pretty much all I have for you.
All right. Don't be afraid to be you. Don't be afraid to show up. Don't be afraid to be messy. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, because those are not mistakes. That's just preparing you for the next level. Those are lessons learned. Take it off Messenger, off of Facebook as fast as you can. Connect with that person on the phone or in person, because we are in a relationship building business, and that connection is everything. So don't be afraid to be you. Don't be afraid to be authentic, and do connect with those people, and do take what you have with your network marketing business and do keep going. Don't ever stop, because you never know if you stop right before the gold, right before the platinum. Do keep going, because this profession is the best profession out there.
Okay, here we go. Come from a serving heart and always put others first. And be a product of your product. Be bold in your beliefs and what you're telling them. And show them that you have a solution for them. And really do your daily methods of operation. People forget. They get so caught up, I want to do this, I want to be successful as this individual. They're comparing themselves with other people. And they're not willing to do the daily methods of operation. Treat this as a business. Get up and do what you've learned today from all these top leaders in here. Everybody, it's about consistency. And if you show up every day and you treat it as a job and you do the daily methods of operation, the income producing activities to create the leads, to create the connections with people and showing them you have a solution for their health and their wealth is the most important thing we have in life, guys. And if you don't have your health, you're not going to have your wealth. So let them know you have a solution and come from a serving heart, and really don't ever quit at this business because it's geometric progression on numbers. And don't forget that. If you want to be successful in this business, you have to keep touching people. Keep touching people. Support the team. Encourage the team. But you got to be the leader. Speed of the pack, speed of the leader. Your team is only going to do 25 to 50% of what you do. So if you're not willing to step up and do, how do you expect your team to grow? So really, again, serving heart. And like you hear from people, just love on people, look at where they're at, and look at what you can do for them and change the blueprint of their life from their health to their wealth forever, guys. Love you.
Awesome. Awesome stuff shared so far. I'm just going to share something real quick. I think that this would be really powerful for you guys to leave this incredible 8-hour training with, and that is just your overall approach and mindset towards social media. Not only a breakthrough for us, but many others who are here today, and to each and every one of you, we want to encourage that you have the mindset of don't sell. Don't sell on social media. What does this mean? I know for a fact, we as humans, we don't like to be sold, right? Quick story. I can remember the last time I went in to buy a piece of furniture, right? We walked in to buy a new couch. And the first thing that the salesperson did was jump right into this brand new bedroom set and all this dressers and all this stuff. And I was like, wait a minute, I came here to buy a couch, right? Think of this approach when it comes to social media. Nobody wants to be sold. We as humans want to be given information, right? Do our homework, do our research, and then be able to reach out to that resource and then ask questions. So don't sell. The do is do serve. So if you can approach social media with not selling and serving instead, key off of what the two individuals shared before us, powerful stuff, is I want you to ask yourself a couple of questions. Would you do business with someone you do not trust? Would you buy products from someone you do not trust? The answer is simple. Guys, I'm gonna leave you with this. We are in the people business. We're not in the products business. We're not in the compensation plan business. We are in the people business. Love on people, serve people, and approach each and every conversation and your social media aspect and approach with not how can I sell, but how can I help or how can I serve?
So I remember starting in the network marketing industry about a decade ago, and the individual that I started with, he had a really strong personality. He was over the top. It was the complete opposite of me, but I felt like that's how I had to do network marketing. And it came off so wrong because what I was doing is I was being a copycat. So the first thing I would tell you is don't be a copycat. You're going to have phenomenal uplines, crosslines, people that you follow all over social media, and maybe you love what they do, but your goal is to be the best version of you. It's not to be a copycat and try to copy everything that they do. Learn the principle, extract the principle, and then apply that to what you do. What I would tell you as far as something that you need to make sure that you're doing is you need to transition to Facebook Messenger as soon as possible, because likes and comments and interaction, it's great to have that popularity. But until you have genuine conversations, until you start to actually have a real conversation with people, and then transition into asking them to take a look at your product, services, or business, you're not going to make money. And too many of us get caught up in, oh, I've got so many likes, I've got so many comments, great, I'm arriving. But let's be honest, you want to transition into sharing that incredible business, that incredible opportunity that you have so that you can help your life, you can help other people's lives. And the last thing I will say is the 2 questions that everybody asks themselves, making any decision. And this comes from the book Influencer. And this applies to everybody in network marketing, those that are looking at your business, those that are looking at your products and services. And this applies for you right now, is number 1, can I do what you're doing? And you've seen all different walks of life come up here and they've told you a little bit about their stories. I know you can do this. I know you can do it. I've seen people without even knowing you. There's someone with 10 times less talent that has made it happen with probably a worse company than the company you're in. That's made it happen. So you can do this. And the second question is it worth it? 100%. If you could live the lives that all of these incredible influencers are here, and you could see the lives they have and the time freedom they have, because time's the most precious thing that we have, you would do whatever it took. So those are my bits of advice. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, so mine's a little bit different. My don't send someone a birthday message on the day of their birthday. What? Are you crazy? Yeah, I am. Because you've got to think outside the box. Think about every time you have a birthday and on your Facebook wall, 587 messages, and you're there on your birthday, like. Oh my God, when's this going to stop? I hate my birthday now, right? Instead, you make a note, 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, and the next day you do this. First of all, you install an app called Dubsmash. Right? You find like 50 Cent in the club, like, oh, shorty, it's your birthday. You know, that was my 50 Cent impression, right? You get your kids involved, your dogs involved, you get everything involved. You record it, right? You record it once. You only have to do once a year, right? So everyone only has one birthday. And then what you do is you message them and say, hey, Bob, I'm so sorry I forgot your birthday yesterday. I wanted to make it up for you. Send Dubsmash. Hope you had a great day. When do you want to catch up next? That's it, right? You will notice a 90 to a 95% reply rate with people saying, oh, thanks so much. You've made my day. That was the best message I've ever had. And you can turn that into an appointment. Take the appointment, get a conversation going, and eventually you'll get a conversion. So do that. And remember this, network marketing works 100% of the time for 100% of the people who give it the time. You've just got to give it the time. Thanks so much.
Hey guys, so what is happening? The last thing that I want to come to you guys with is it's more of a plea, right? And it's my vision for what the industry, for what network marketing can be. And this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to take this industry and I want you guys to take this now to the next level, because the information that you've heard today has been world-class. There is enough content, there is enough information, there is enough strategy now for you guys just to crush it on social media. But for me, this is more than just learning the systems and strategies you need to grow a business on social media. For me, this is now for you guys in the industry, it's a responsibility. It's a responsibility to do the right thing, to do the right thing by yourself, to do the right thing by your industry. For me, there are too many people out there who are causing problems for you, who are causing problems for this industry, that fake it till you make it, some of the perhaps lies, the overhype that we have in the industry. And the problem that we have with social media, and this is why it causes an issue and why we have to make a change, is because we've all heard of 6 degrees of separation, right? We all know somebody within 6 people. Well, think about this on social media. You know, if you have 1,000 connections and they're connected to 1,000 people, guess what? Within 2 steps, you're connected to 1 million people. Now that means that very quickly, a lot of people can hear some not very good stuff. So we now have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to take this industry to the next level, to make it the profession that it should be. And this is what I want you guys to do. Do this and take the industry to the next level. And the other thing that I want you guys to not do. So what should I can't think of the right way to phrase how you don't do this. So don't do this thing. I can't get the words out right for that. Anyway, we'll carry on. So what you should not be doing now. I see a lot of people very easily taking the easy step. And the easy step when you come into the industry is, you know what? I'm just going to copy the person above me. And I'm going to copy the social media. And there are things you should copy. 100%. You should copy their work rate. You should copy their hard work. You should copy their systems, which are going to allow you to be accountable and for motivation and some of the cool things that we've heard today. But you don't have to copy their social media. Their social media is their social media. It's not your social media. It's their story. It's their personality. It's their brand. It's not yours. And look, we're made out of stardust, right? There's like a 400 billion in one chance that you're even on this planet. You don't have to copy. You are good enough where you are right now. Don't copy the person at the top, their brand. You don't have to. Create your own brand and be brave enough and be proud enough to start your own story from right now. Take it forward, because in a year's time, you'll be able to look back. And that's an epic story. In 5 years, you can look back further. In 10 years, just imagine the journey that you've been on, the growth that you've had, and imagine the amount of people that you can now impact being able to tell that epic story. Thanks, guys, and I'll hopefully catch you soon. This next one's a hottie.
Oh dear. So how do I top all of that? Because it is just amazing. But I think something that was really resonating with me while everyone was talking was vulnerability. And I think that we shouldn't be scared of being vulnerable and showing that, and also telling our story, because I think some things that people say to me a lot is, I don't have a story. Like, I don't have that sub story. But the thing is, everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. And whether it's, about the way you grew up or, what you struggle with the most, the thing is, people relate to that stuff, okay? So don't be scared to show your vulnerability and tell your story, because it's going to impact so many people. And also, we are only here. We only have now. We only have this moment in time right now to make an impact. So if that's your job and your mission, and you feel like you can impact so many people's lives by just being authentically, wonderfully you, please, please do that. And if your upline says you cannot grow your business on social media, they are absolutely wrong. So just take a look at everybody here today. They are teaching you the nooks and crannies of how you can absolutely go out there and smash the social media world. It's only it's only up to you guys to grab it by the hands and have that confidence. And you know what? If you haven't got the confidence to do it, then get that audio on in your car. Get You Are a Badass, because that's an amazing book on audio, and just listen to that on repeat and fill yourself with so much confidence to go out there and just research your product, research your audience, and learn how you can connect with them online. Go out there and smash it, guys.
Good job, girl. Okay, guys, Rachel Jackson back here. My biggest tip for you guys is don't get discouraged by how long that it's going to take. I know that at times it can feel like, okay, nobody's watching me. That's a good thing, because you're bad. And I was there. I was bad. My first few videos, how many guys were bad at the beginning, right? They're all raising their hand right now. I was awful in the beginning. And most people, guys, you're going to suck in the beginning. And then you're going to suck less. And then you're going to suck so little that you're finally going to be kind of good at this. And by then, that's when people are going to start following you and start watching you. That's when your engagement's going to hit up. So just start doing it. So don't be discouraged. The fact that it does take a while. Don't be, disillusioned or lured into the fact that you can post without presentations. Don't think that you can just scroll and spend time on Facebook, because if you're just spending time on Facebook, it's wastebook. If you're not building a list, if you're not building relationships, if you're not driving people to a presentation, into a group, wherever it is, guys, you're not going to drive your brand or your business forward. The second thing I would say is my biggest take one thing. Do one thing that you learned today and apply it today. I don't care. I know it's 2 a.m. in the UK. Do it tonight. Do something that you learned. Start the fan page. Sign up for LinkedIn. Grab your Instagram stories like Haley was talking about. Do a little Instagram stories right now. Do something. If you wait 24 hours because you're like, oh, it's Saturday, I'll do it on Monday, 24, 48 hours, the law of diminishing intent kicks in. And you'll be less likely to do it every single hour thereafter. So guys, just whatever you do, don't get discouraged how long it's going to take. I am sitting here
here as a, gosh, oh my God, going on 9-year overnight success in internet network marketing and using social media to build an amazing brand, amazing lifestyle for me and my gorgeous husband, Josh. So you guys can do it too. Thank you. And now to the best hair in network marketing.
So, okay. So I'll start off with my don't. Don't let social media rob you of the greatest gift that this profession has to offer you, which is your own personal growth. I think so many times people, they use things like Facebook as a crutch and really just a way to avoid doing the things that they fear in their business that they really know are the things that they need to do. Rachel mentioned giving presentations. You do know you still are allowed to get on the phone and talk to prospects. Like that still is acceptable. But there's all these things that we fear in our business, and we try to hide behind social media thinking that that's working the business, when really all it's doing is it's robbing us of the greatest gift that we have, which is the person that we become in the process of facing our fears. So don't let social media rob you of that gift. My do is, we have this saying inside of my community: embrace your inner weirdo. And look, I just want to acknowledge something that is quite obvious. Some of you have literally sat for 8 hours watching a live stream about network marketing training. And my friends that are over in Europe, like, this is how you spend your Saturday nights? Like, this is not normal. This is a very weird thing to do. Like, you're gonna see some of your friends tomorrow and they're gonna say, hey, what'd you do yesterday? You're gonna be like, I sat in front of my computer in my pajamas for 8 hours and listened to business training. That's weird. That's not normal. So stop trying to be normal, because all of your family and friends that are normal are also broke and boring, most of them. Embrace your inner weirdo. Don't try to hide it. When you go to social media, celebrate it, and just go out and find more freaking weirdos like you and build a business with them. That's my tip.
Oh, I got to follow the hair. Oh, there we go. Do not go last. Actually, that's John Melton is going to be last. He opted for that position. But in all seriousness, do act. Do act on the things that you have learned today and the things that you're learning in every other area of your business. Too many people attend seminars, attend events, read books, and there's all this knowledge, and there's this phrase, knowledge is power. Well, knowledge is powerless unless it's put into use. So like Rachel just said, take something from today and put it into action. I've already taken multiple things from today, even as a participant in this, and put them into action right over there in the room while I'm sitting there typing while somebody else is talking. I've taken action on things that I've already learned today from this. So action is the thing that matters. Do stay positive. Do share your personal life on Facebook. People want to see you. They want to connect with you as a human being, not your product. Yeah, you'll sell your product and your service. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't be negative. Don't air your dirty laundry on Facebook. Nobody wants to see it. Don't post somebody in something that they're not in hopes of capturing their audience. I don't know. And don't give up. Have fun, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. I have some notes here. Okay. Don't have commission breath. Do Facebook Lives and ATM your face off. And let me tell you something. I like to have fun. I tell everybody, if you're really serious about this business, you have to loosen up. Take the, as my wife would say in her accent, and it doesn't sound as inappropriate when I use her accent, take the stick out of your butt and have fun. Because I learned a long time ago, funny equals money. And the truth is, whoever has the most fun makes the most money. So get after it. Have a good time with it. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. It's good to have goals. It's good to get after it. ATM your face off. Work with the groups and all the... There's a lot you learned today, but you got to do what you got to do to go out there and make the work happen. I know a lot of us have busy schedules. We've got kids. We've got different things going on. I can tell you, when I first got started in the profession, I had earrings, a tongue ring, total punk. Had no business being in business. And if I can do it, you can do it. But we appreciate Eric and Marina for having us here. This event was phenomenal. GoPro, plug into these guys. This was one of the best things I've ever been a part of. So it's an honor and a privilege. And I hope you guys got a lot of value today. Thank you.
All right. How are we doing on time? We're doing okay. I've got a couple things to share with you, and I will just say these people have been amazing, spectacular. Our production people have been amazing. My wife, Marina, is always spectacular and amazing. Here's my don't. Don't think that social media is some new concept. It's not. The concepts and the principles that have worked for the last 1,000 years and are going to work for the next 1,000 years remain the same. When it comes to network marketing, you need to find prospects. You need to invite those people to take a look. You need to present to them. You need to follow up. You need to help them make a decision. You need to help them get started. You need to promote events. That's true 1,000 years ago. It'll be true 1,000 years from now. When I first got involved in network marketing, we got extra activity by running ads in the local Sunday newspaper in Minneapolis, St. Paul to get the phone to ring. That was a technique. The concept was trying to find somebody to talk to. So what you heard today is some techniques that are amazing, spectacular, and allow you to take the concepts that will work for 1,000 years and do them at scale. Don't think that it's something that is going to replace relationships. Don't think that it's something that's going to replace real human connection. Don't think it's going to give you an opportunity to build a sticky long-term business without events, because events are really, really important. We're going to talk about that more next month. But on the do side, here's the do side. Just start. Just start. Give yourself radical permission to be messy. Give yourself permission to make mistakes. Give yourself permission to not have it all perfect. And just start. Pick something and start. And you're going to find these different principles. I hope you have a journal or a notebook filled with notes after these people talk for 8 hours. I hope that over time you can go back to those notes. Just like I went back to my original consulting that I did with Gary Vaynerchuk way back when, 9 years ago. And I said, okay, what's working with what he talked about? Does that make sense? Does this make sense? You can go back to these notes or back to this replay and watch again and go, okay, now I'm ready for groups. Okay, now I'm ready for Facebook Live. Okay, now I'm ready for stories. Or now I'm ready to put a mini chat into my Facebook Messenger. Or I'm ready to post my stuff up on YouTube and create a channel there. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to do that. Don't worry about overwhelm. Just start. Take a step. Move in the direction of your dreams. Our business is, in a large part, and I think all these people would agree, an attempt to create an environment that minimizes fear. We, as entrepreneurs, we are dealing with fear all the time. And what we try to do is we try to create an environment that minimizes that fear. For many in social media, or many people in network marketing, social media is one of those things that helps to minimize fear and gets us into action. We might not be ready to make that phone call to a prospect, but we're okay posting something or sending them a private message, sending them a text message instead of setting up an appointment for breakfast. We'll start there. And then we start to get some results and we start to move it forward. And we start to move it forward. It's true now as much as ever that network marketing isn't perfect. It has its challenges. There's growth. There's a lot of stuff that you got to wade through from today and from everything that you do in network marketing, but it is better. It's better than any form of entrepreneurship on earth. There is no other form of entrepreneurship for the average person that beats network marketing. We already win. The last thing I want to give you, if you wonder why there is a bad taste in some people's mouths about network marketing or a bad opinion about network marketing. It is found in the following: over-exaggeration of products, over-exaggeration of opportunity. It's easy. It's simple. Everybody's having success. It's going to happen overnight. The exaggeration there hurts us. Exaggeration in products hurts us. And the inappropriate approaches that we use from time to time hurts us. So posting on people's walls and doing, handing out business cards at funerals and those types of things, it hurts us. So as you go out there and you take this to the next level, as you're all going to do, be professional. Go pro in this aspect and be credible in your enthusiasm. It's okay to be enthusiastic and still say, guess what? Entrepreneurship, if you're ready to do some entrepreneurship, sure, it's challenging. Sure, there's going to be ups and downs. It's not going to happen overnight. It's lonely at times, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And network marketing, if you're going to choose to be an entrepreneur, network marketing beats all other forms of entrepreneurship, but it's going to take some time. You're going to have to develop some new skills. You're going to have to face a fear or two on your journey in order to be able to make this thing work out, but it's worth it. That has way more credibility than it's fast, it's simple, it's easy. The products do unrealistic things, and you have to go be annoying to the world in order to be successful. If you can help all of us lead by example through that story of integrity, credibility, being rational, reasonable, and authentic at the same time, then we're all on our way. So I'm proud of all of you for being a part of this. I'm proud of you for stepping up your game. Just start. And I know that more than anything else, your impact on the world is going to be profound. So we have a camera that's going to point over to everybody over here. So we'll say our final goodbyes. I love you all. Everybody. See you, everybody. We love you.
Right here.
We finished 50 seconds ahead of time. Yay!
You can do it.
You can do it. See you later.